Now this one's true or false, so that will make it far easier for you. And if you get this one, you win it all. The name of Gene Cousineau's son in Barry is called Theo. True or false?
Yeah, it's true.
It's false.
No, wait! Yeah, I screamed that. I said... Yeah, I have no corrections that I know of.
Okay, well, the only correction I have is that last episode we said this episode is going to be about Barry and a list of Bill Hader stuff. If any of you maybe watched Barry because we said that, oopsie
really
whoopsie.
sorry.
Yeah. Have you finished it yet, or are you still not finished it? Did you watch any more today?
So, I am up to season 3, episode 3.
Right, okay, yeah. So you didn't finish it, and I didn't like it, and so we're not going to talk about it, and that also means we have a different throwdown.
But I will talk about it on my throwdown. Spoiler alert?
Yeah, no, I'm going to talk about it as well. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Then, yeah, I mean, even though it's not going to be centric, you still saw the show. Hopefully you liked it. If you saw it because of us, that's nice. But it's quite good. Season 1, Season 2, quite good.
Yeah.
Season 3, haven't finished it, so I cannot talk much about it. But yeah. Again, sorry that we made you watch. It's not going to be centric, but we will talk about it. So, yeah.
And before we get into anything else, we should do what we never do and actually introduce our names and the name of the fucking podcast.
Alright, yeah. So, hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Kacey. And this is...
Well, you can say it.
Peliculazy.
Yeah, hi. If this is your first time, just because somehow you looked up Barry or BoJack Horseman and on YouTube or anything, well, welcome. Anything is welcome. We accept all. Even octopuses. Octopi? What's the plural of octopus?
I think it is just octopuses, because I don't think I've ever heard someone say octopi, but it might be one of those things like conch shell, where it's actually pronounced conch. The plural is octopods or octopodes. It's spelled octo and then Podes.
The hell? Really?
That's what
Octopodes.
Ocean Conservancy says. But then National Geographic just says octopuses. I think octopodes is coming from its Greek origins, I think it says. Anyway.
Anyway, you might learn something new as well if you stay with us. Or not. A welcome reminder. If you only came for like a topic or two, there's always a timestamps down below in any info box or whatever. So yeah, you can just jump if we are not that entertaining for you. Just jump into the topic you want to listen. That's fine. I will not feel insulted personally.
And also just in case we do get into spoilers in the throwdown, where we're discussing like our favorite like original streaming shows, you can always skip spoilers just in case.
Yeah, there's always timestamps.
Yeah.
Let's go to scrolling by already. Why not?
Yep. Okay, so scrolling by, it's pretty much just the segment where we cover, we each say 3 news headlines, because no one really reads full articles in like a newspaper anymore. We just kind of scroll through Instagram, Reddit, Twitter, whatever. We just kind of just read the headline and go on with our day. And so what we do is from the past 2 weeks, we gather 3. It typically is 3. We limit it.
Yeah, we try to be 3, but it's not always 3. I only got to this week.
I do have 3, but yeah.
All right, perfect.
Yeah,
all right. But,
and then the other person.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so we just say the headline, and the other person decides if we want to talk about it
or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we might not be interested at all. So you got 3. So why don't you start?
Okay. Well, my first one is an update from when you had last episode. The Joker sequel is a musical.
I did not bring it up because I thought you will not want to talk about it. Because as we discussed in the last episode, you don't really care about this world. But yeah, okay. Not only that, but you did. If you did see that, you must have also seen Lady Gaga might be our Harley Quinn. To be honest with you, I don't mind it. That might be a good way to go about it.
Oh yeah,
not full on musical, but like like a manic musical, like from time to time. Yeah, he was really in a dance mood in the first fucking movie. He was dancing like every 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's why I brought it up because I feel like I know I was just expecting it would be another Scorsese ripoff, but the fact that they're actually doing something different intrigues me, and I might actually check it out. But I don't know, I don't really like
Wow.
musicals though.
Yeah, me neither. This is not really breaking news, but Leslie Jones will be Plastic Man in the latest DC animated project.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't care about that.
Yeah, it's
Okay, an update to a story I had last episode.
oh my
Paramount
god, so many
Plus,
updates.
yeah, Paramount Plus is now out in the UK,
Okay,
but it's missing a lot of stuff for some reason, and that's annoying. So I haven't got it yet.
cool. I mean, I wish I could care, but first of all, I don't think I'll ever get Paramount Plus until
I
like
think you
it has a
will
lot of content.
eventually, because
Yeah, until it
it's
has like good content, like Severance, like at least three good shows that are a must watch. Then I'll get it eventually. But
yeah.
it's not news. But Adam Scott got a Webby for Severance. That was like
What's a Webby?
a Webby, an award
Wait, yeah,
for a
no, I
web
gathered
series.
that, but I've never heard that before.
Neither have I until I saw his Instagram. And his speech, or his acceptance speech, was "Eat my shorts."
Right, no, I just searched Webby, and one of the top like suggested searches is "Are Webby Awards a big deal?"
Oh damn! Come on, do not do that dirt to my Adam Scott.
Good on him, I guess. Yeah. All right, my last one. It's not really news, but Dash KC uploaded a new video.
Oh my god, are
Uh,
you gonna? Oh, but I did see it. I did see it. I did see it. By the way,
I'm really proud. I honestly think it's some of the best editing I've ever done.
well, before we move on, actually, I just wanted to say it was a cool video. What you did.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and then you actually talk about Spider-Verse randomly, and I'm like, yeah, he understands. Casey understands. Which I think I could use as a segue to Lousing Around.
No,
Actually, funny enough. No, no,
no.
okay.
Yeah, no, go on. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's 30 minutes away, but there's this cinema that has one room only, and it's a big one, and they show classic movies or like cult classic as well. They showed Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, and even though I have it, like you do, you had the 4K. I decided to spend money in order to have some sort of happiness because 7 euros for me was worth that amount of happiness for that many hours. I've seen it 3 times already
In the
in a big
cinema.
screen, but
Yeah,
yeah, I see it on a really, really big screen 3 times already. But that was when it came out in 2017, if I'm not mistaken.
2018.
And it's 2018. Oh wait, you're right, 2018. And it's been a while since then, and I fucking love it. And yeah, it's worth paying a certain amount of money for some happiness. I agree with you
Yeah.
on your conclusion on your video, which you guys should check it out. Well, I mean you guys, the listeners.
I mean, I'm gonna
Uh,
I'm gonna rewatch it anyway. I watch all of my videos 100 times.
is that a loophole to having
No,
bots?
no.
It's like organic. You are
No,
yourself.
I
You're organic bot.
I watch it. I watched a file on my computer to keep the view
Oh.
count authentic.
Where else are you gonna find such an authentic YouTuber like this one? Anyone? No.
I do like all of my videos with my 7 different Gmail accounts though.
Alright. But yeah, so I'm using this as a segue to what it is, what we call it, lousing around, where we just louse around things that we have consumed in any way, shape, or form in the media world, such as movies, shows, video games, and even podcasts.
Or
And
books.
sometimes books.
So I finished school now, right? I told you that, and so I bought a PS2 and a whole bunch of games.
Right.
I did have one as a child, but then it was sold. And then also, because the Nintendo 3DS eShop is closing down, I picked up a Nintendo 2DS XL, because my original 3DS is broken, to pick up some games before you can no longer ever play them again. And one of them is called Pushmo, or as it's called in Europe, Pullblox, which are two opposites of each other. So great naming. But it's just this really good puzzle game. I know it's very easy to get into, like it's very simple to understand, but it's just a really well designed puzzle game where they're like, because it appears there are multiple solutions to like do the puzzle, And I think just any game that adds that sort of replayability is really nice. I don't know, it's just a really nice puzzle game, and I'm just slowly playing a few levels every night, like while I'm cooking dinner.
So not only did I go to the cinemas on last Thursday, but I also went on Wednesday to see Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did, and it's funny because I did not love Jurassic World, the first one. When Fallen Kingdom came, I also did not go to the cinema.
Right.
But I did spend my money, my very well earned money, to buy it digitally, and I saw it, and I quite enjoyed it. And I saw it again, and I'm like, no, this is a good movie. And not only that, but I saw it again with my sister 3 days before we saw Dominion. It knows it's not the smartest one. It's like a good combination of good filmmaking and goofiness.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's well done.
Yeah, I really...
And so many people hate it for no reason.
Yeah, I honestly don't understand why. Like, as someone who has...
Yeah, that's legit how I start my Letterboxd review. I do not understand why people don't like it.
I have no attachment to the franchise whatsoever, so maybe that's why. But I saw it in the cinema. I surprisingly liked it, and then I saw it again.
Before you continue...
Yeah?
If anything, spoiler alert, maybe? Because I will say a few spoilers, but yeah, before you... Now you can say anything. But
and then I saw it again a few months later, expecting to not like it as much, because I had heard that everyone hated it. And then I still liked it. And, I mean, that was now 4 years ago, but...
Yeah, and it's... okay, I believe the director was also the same person who directed A Monster Calls, wasn't it?
Yeah, J.A. Bayona.
Yeah, exactly, him. If you give a movie, no matter how bad the dialogue is, because some people do complain about the script, to a good director like him, because he is good, he will make it a good movie, at least entertaining, and it is. Many of the complaints I've heard about more than anything was it's 2 movies into one, and I agree and disagree with it. Like, yes, but no. Yes, there's 2 different sections of the movie, but they're not fighting for attention.
Yeah.
One builds up the other one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a natural progression. I honestly love it. And then I decided to go to Dominion, to the cinema, for my sister and for me. And I don't regret it, because we had a good time, my sister and I. But, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. You did the smart choice. You chose correctly not to go. Like, I wonder, the people who are listening to us, which are not a lot, but the few who are, I'm wondering if they saw the movie. I know for a fact
Dominion
one of them,
or
Fallen Kingdom,
right?
Or any of them. Dominion,
just any movie.
It's any movie. No, but Dominion, I don't want to spoil. Like, it's just, I don't know how to proper put my thoughts together. It's just Dominion sucks. It honestly does. I'm sorry if you like it, but it does. Fallen Kingdom doesn't. At least in my opinion, it's fine if you don't like it, but it's well done. But yeah, I'm sorry. This is a really not structure thought process. I just...
Oh my god, like my video that you should watch. Sorry.
Yeah. It's disappointing. That's what it is. More than anything, it's disappointing. You know what? You're right. Maybe we should just talk about things that we like. Because I don't know how to speak properly about this. You know?
I don't know how to speak in general.
Right. Yeah. Alright, you can go with yours.
Alright, next one. Adding a new list of things to talk about here. For the first time, a YouTube channel, Scott the Was. I think like a year ago, I watched a few of his videos. But he's a very popular gaming YouTuber. And I told you about this a few weeks ago. I was having trouble sleeping. I just couldn't sleep at all. I just lay in bed for like literally 5 hours. Just with YouTube on the TV trying to fall asleep, because I have to fall asleep with sound. Just one night I couldn't sleep. One of his videos popped up in my recommended, and then I just spent 5 hours watching his videos while trying to get to sleep, and then did that same thing for like 3 nights in a row, and I'm still slowly making my way through all of his videos, and they're just, I don't know, they're very good. Like, they're very insightful videos about gaming and the history of gaming and just like certain games in general, and like he's clearly very knowledgeable about the subject, and he's also very funny, and a lot of his fans seem to really like, because he does sketches a lot like that are within like a review of like a Donkey Kong game or something. And this is where I like kind of don't like some of his videos because like he does a really good job of like blending like early 2000s like YouTube gaming videos with new YouTube gaming videos. I don't know if you ever watched some, but like early 2000s YouTube gaming videos had the most horrible, cringiest sketches in them with like a really weird, convoluted lore for some reason. Every now and then he puts those in his videos, and his fans seem to love them. And I do appreciate them because him and his friends recording them are clearly having a lot of fun, and it is charming in that sense. But I do just find myself skipping them because they are very poorly acted, and I think because Scott himself is clearly the best actor out of all of them, and I think a lot of the best jokes from his videos just come from random gags while he's just talking about the game or something.
Right.
And I think even if you're not into gaming, like the way he talks about it, it's just interesting.
Well, you know what? Something I actually did not write down, but I might as well talk about it because it's something I have enjoyed. And I did tell you about this. I've been watching for over a month now. I'm pretty sure it's been 3 months by now. My sister and I have been watching Steven Universe on HBO.
Yeah.
It's just well done. It's gives me some Gravity Falls vibes, but like in a different way. And sadly, Gravity Falls only lasted for 2 seasons, 2 or 3 seasons. It was a very short, but yeah, it had a amount of episodes, and not because it wasn't popular, just because the creator wanted to be like that, wanted to have a story. I believe the creators behind Steven Universe also have a story in mind, like have a ending in their mind. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it seems like it. It feels like it. It feels not. It doesn't feel pointless. It doesn't feel directionless.
Yeah, aimless. Yeah.
Aimless. There you go. Thank you. It doesn't feel aimless. So yeah, it's quite nice. I always do enjoy when I can have fun with my sister in any way, and we like it. We laugh a lot. This is just me talking about the first season alone. We are finally second season because each season had like 50 episodes. At least the first one had 50. Yeah, it has 50 episodes.
50 fucking episodes. Oh, but that's because each episode is 11 minutes long.
Yeah, they're 10 minutes and
Yeah.
1 minute of credits. Yeah, they're quite short. That
Okay.
is easy to consume. So yeah, if you have a sibling, younger sibling, and if you don't, it's a quite nice show to watch. If you're into animation, you could watch it and learn something from it. It's not the best animation. It's like there's this one character my sister and I both dislike. It's just like, oh man, not him again. But it's like kind of like in a dislikeness of, in a funny way.
Yeah,
but
like you're
still,
supposed to.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my last one for Lousing Around. Pen 15, the show.
Oh yeah.
It ended, and I didn't realize, even though season... Alright, so, okay, I'll give some backstory. Season 2 came out at the end of 2020, and that's when I got into it. And it's pretty much these two, like, 30-year-old women playing them, like, their own 13-year-old selves among a whole bunch of other 13-year-olds.
Oh, I know about this show.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the name of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I know of it.
But pretty much that's the whole gimmick of the show.
Yeah.
Pretty much once they pulled in people with the funny gimmick, they really took this opportunity to make a very unique drama and show off their skills. So anyway, I haven't finished it yet, so I'm not going to talk about the full thing. I'm just going to talk about one specific episode of season 2, volume 2, called Yuki, which is a name of a character. Specifically, Maya's mum. She literally just gets her whole episode. It's just from her perspective. It's completely unrelated. Like, you could just watch that episode and nothing else. And it's not my favorite episode, but it was just such a nice shift in perspective. Like, it has like this like underlying pensive tone of like the late 90s, early 2000s like Japanese independent cinema, but then it also has like a more naturalistic approach of like American independent cinema of like the same era. And it was just really fascinating because it's shot entirely differently from the rest of the show, and like the dialogue spoken is obviously going to be the most adult of the show. And there was this particularly nice bit of dialogue, like literally the final scene. I'm not spoiling it or anything, but she's kind of, because Yuki is, I mean, you can tell by the name, but she's a Japanese woman living in America, immigrated from Japan to America, and she's kind of just talking about like how hard her like cultural assimilation has been. How she kind of feels like she's living in two different worlds to her husband, and it just really fucking got me for some reason. But it was just a really well written episode. Like I don't think it's the most emotionally affecting episode of the show, because you'll be surprised at like how real and how sad the show can get. But this is definitely like the most mature. I don't know, it's, you know, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like I can see why some people may not like this episode and like get whiplash because it's so different, but at the same time I think it's amazing.
So they'll be thrown a chair by J.K. Simmons?
Yes, I haven't seen that film, by the way.
Okay. Wait, what?
Don't know if you can tell by our voices. Hopefully we sound a bit more alive.
Oh yeah.
We're recording this on a different day because I edited together the whole podcast, and it really wasn't entertaining. We both sounded so dead. We would linger on some shows for way too long, even when we both just sounded like we wanted to get it over with anyway.
Yeah.
And so here we're pulling a Justice League and doing a reshoot right beforehand. And it's going to be very obvious.
Seriously,
hopefully
this
time it will be better.
That's the same thing I was thinking when we were doing this. I'm like, we're doing a reshoot. We're doing a Justice League, and we're also doing a Rogue One kind of scenario, because that one had
Solo.
a lot of reshoots.
Solo was like remade
oh my god,
entirely.
that was like, yeah, like there's only like 10% of the original movie there.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
But anyway, we're still doing the same topic and the same list, although I have added some to mine because I forgot
and I
some.
Don't think I've added any to mine specifically. Although the first time around I had nothing for Disney Plus because I completely forgot about it. This time around I still have nothing because honestly, God, I really think about it, and there's what we're doing.
No good original shows on
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is a good introduction as to what our Throwdown is gonna be about these episodes. And basically, we're throwing down the best, at least in our opinion, or at least favorite, streaming shows. Am I missing something? I feel like
well, first of all, Throwdown is the segment where we like list stuff. Sometimes it's ranked, sometimes it's not. In this case, it isn't. But yeah, we're just listing like. Well, I tried to find a line between my favorite as well as shows that I like that didn't really get much attention, so I want to like shine a light on them. Because like one of mine, when we recorded the first time, you were like, "How is that your favorite?" And it, like, I do like it,
are you
but
still
it's not
talk
one
about
of my
it?
favorites. Yeah, I'll still mention it.
All right.
So I tried to find a line between favorites and then shows that are good but didn't get enough attention, and that's what we're doing.
I think I only have one of those.
Right. But yeah, it's the best shows that are exclusive to streaming services, or were co-produced, distributed by a certain streaming platform.
Yeah, because we are living in a new era. Netflix opened up a can, and you cannot close it now. It's all about streaming now.
At first it was cool, and now
it's normal.
Everyone has a streaming service, so it's ridiculous again.
No, it really is. The fucking phone company has a streaming service here in Spain. There's Vodafone Plus.
Which one?
Movistar. Sorry.
I do know that. Yeah, I do know that one.
They have there's Movistar Plus. Like, why?
Like, even gaming is going towards streaming now as well.
Right. I mean, it's all about incentive and continuous payment. Oh, it's just a subscription fee.
Yeah. But it is like as practical as it is, and I might get into it still. I might not. But as a big supporter of physical media, it is kind of worrying as well, because the companies could go bankrupt and then it's gone, and internet could cut out. So it's not the best thing, but it is a lot more practical. Yeah, we should get into it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go. Let's start with. Oh yeah, guys, we're talking about streaming services. We only talking about 5. We are gonna go from
the main ones.
Yeah, the main ones.
We're not gonna talk about like Stars Play or whatever.
Yeah, or Crackle. Isn't it Crackle?
Yeah, we don't have that here. Or like Tubi.
Yeah. Anyways, we're talking about Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, HBO, and HBO Max. They're both in the same rank. Amazon Prime, and lastly but not least, Netflix. That's the order we're gonna do about, and I just thought of that order because I thought let's go from the youngest to the oldest, or like the one that has more history. And so let's want to start with Disney Plus.
Okay, Disney Plus. With both Disney Plus and Apple TV Plus, the only shows I had for them were kind of just because I felt like I needed at least one. And so for Disney Plus, I did put Pen 15 technically, which I have finished now since we first recorded the original.
And?
Fucking, I love it so much. The ending made me tear up, which is very rare.
Cool.
Yeah, such a great show. But
sadly, I will not be able to check it out. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm about to say. It's a Hulu original, so it should, in theory, come to Disney Plus at some point. But right now, it's on HBO in the UK. But yeah, so Pen 15 technically, but then my actual Disney Plus exclusive show would be Ms. Marvel. I just wanted to check it out because I really like that character in the comics, and although they've changed her powers a bit, it's fine, and I understand why. Although it can look a bit.
I like how it looks.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing I don't like the most. But yeah, it's fine. So far, every odd-numbered episode has been good, and every even-numbered episode has sucked and been boring.
I didn't like this one so far.
What, episode 4?
We're recording this on Wednesday, by the way. Which like we had a new episode on Miss Marvel because they come out every Wednesday.
Yeah.
We have 2 episodes left of Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's 6.
Right.
It will most really turn out overall pretty bad and lead into a pretty shit film that I most really won't end up seeing, but it actually feels pretty fresh. I mean, we'll most really talk about it more on Lousing Around, but before we move
once
on,
we're done with it,
yeah. But I would like to say the main actor, Aman Vellani.
She's great.
She's great. Yeah, she's so good.
She's great. Honorable mentions. I had Loki. Not a lot to say about Loki, to be honest. Tom Hiddleston, charming as hell, so can't help it. And Owen Wilson is in the MCU, so wow. That's it. That's all I have for that. Yeah. Let's go on to Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
And I have 3 things for that.
Mm-hmm.
Severance. I'm not gonna say shit because we already talked about it.
Yeah.
So I can just plug in the episode that we had back then. It's literally called, what was it called? Skoda.
Best Picture worthy ? Severance is.
There you go. You can check it out. Mythic Quest is the other one that I have, and I do have notes. So let me. This time I do know where they are.
Okay, good.
Because last time I was like crazy looking for them. I have not organized.
This is what it sounded last time when we spoke about Mythic Quest, and then I'll put in a thing.
I do. I have it written down, so I could actually tell you this. All right. Let me see. No. Where did I leave these notes? No.
I'm leaving all of this dead space in.
Dude, shut up. Mythic Quest from the creators of, well, a few of the creators of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You were really looking forward to it.
Well, I wouldn't say really looking forward to it, but...
Well, out of all the Apple TV content...
It was the one I...
You were.
Was like...
more interested in.
Yeah.
Yet, however, after the 3rd episode, you just left it because it was not for you.
Yeah.
And I asked you why. And you were like, because what they're doing right now is just gaming jokes that I already know out of being part of the...
Yeah, like 10 years
they're
old
for you. Yeah. Because you're part of that world, of the gaming world. And I'm not so much. Therefore, these jokes are new for me.
Yeah.
Kind of. Where you found it repetitive, I did not.
Yeah.
And
and also, sorry, Always Sunny being one of my favourite shows of all time, there is a level of expectation that it obviously won't be able to live up to. Go on.
But this is basically like a workplace sitcom. The setting is a gaming development company, right? And they're supposed to have one of the most played mod games. Isn't mod?
MMOs.
MMO. There you go. It's basically like if they created World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it stands for Massively Multiplayer Online.
There you go. Thank you. See, you feel the knowledge I don't have. Anyways, I don't see it because of the premise. That's not the reason I saw it. It's because of the characters. And I stay because of the characters. I like the dynamics. I don't love all of them. All of the characters, really. Because there's a few I could not like care any less. But I do like the main 3, which is David, Ian, and Poppy. Well, the characters' names. It's quite interesting. I like the dynamic. You know, one of them is the creative one. The other one is the programming person, and the other one is the one who's supposed to be on top of them because there's the producer has the money or whatever. But they don't really care about him whatsoever. They emasculate him so much, and it's just I think it's funny at least. Season 1, episode 5,
Yeah.
Dark Quiet Death. It's a one-off kind of episode with Jake Johnson and Christine Milioti. It's well done. It has a few gags, but more importantly, it's about character development, and it tries to show you what could happen to Poppy and Ian if they go on the similar route.
Right.
You know, they break off because of the gaming industry is against you or whatever. Besides that, there's also one that they did when they were back in production for season 2. COVID happened, and they just stayed home, and they were tired, and they were like, "All right, let's fucking make an episode through cameras." Besides that, season 2 also has a few episodes. I believe it was episode 6 and episode 7. Episode 6 being a one-off and time set, and episode 7 just been a continuation of that. And I don't have anything interesting else about those episodes more than I quite like them.
Okay.
You can go on, and then I'll talk about my last one.
Okay. My favorite Apple TV Plus show is this one called Physical, with Rose Byrne as.
Who's that? For our listeners, I know who it is, but who's that? Like, could you give us examples?
Well, she was in Neighbours, Bad Neighbours, specifically as it's called everywhere but America. I don't know, what else has she been in? She's been in so much stuff. I can't believe I'm blanking. Bridesmaids. She's like the snobby one.
Right, she's in Bridesmaids, and as well as
Peter Rabbit.
Oh my god, no, not that one. I was gonna say X-Men First Class. She's in it.
All right. Yeah. Well, anyway, she's a great actor and definitely the best part of this show. It's set in the 80s, and unlike a lot of shows recently, like one I'm sure you'll talk about later on in Netflix, which I know you will talk about, there's barely any focus on like the nostalgia of it all. It's set in the 80s because it's just the best time period to tell the story, and it's very well shot. There is narration, which at first was off-putting, but it does lead to some pretty good gags, and I don't know, it's just kind of entertaining because first of all, this isn't a spoiler, the Rose Byrne's character has like an eating disorder, and I don't have an eating disorder, but there are elements of it that I did find very relatable, because she's trying to she goes and hides away and spends like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on food, and then eats it in a hotel by herself, and she's constantly like, this is the last time, and I do kind of relate to that aspect of not having like that sort of like discipline and self-control.
Right.
And so that was interesting, and it eventually gets more and more tense because her husband is trying to like get his way in like the local politics, and she's essentially like acting like a mother to him because he's a piece of shit. But yeah, it's just a very interesting show, and don't hear many people.
Sadly, I didn't check out when I had my free trial. I wanted to, but I didn't have the time. I just checked all those shows.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Eventually, I will.
That's all I have to say for that one.
And before we move on to the next streaming service, I would like to just give a good mention to Ted Lasso. Is it the only Emmy Award show that they have?
Maybe.
Because it does have 2 Emmy Awards. That I know. But I don't know if it's the only Emmy Award show that the Apple TV has produced. Well, the premise of the show is basically, what if an American football coach goes to the UK and coaches the soccer team, or how you guys call it if you're from the UK. Football.
Pieces of shit kick a ball. That's what I call it.
Yeah. Kacey is definitely not a fan of football players, which is understandable when they're like so fanatic. They can go crazy, you know. This is another one that's beyond the premise. It's not like I'm watching the show because of the premise. I believe I started watching it because of Jason Sudeikis. He's actor, one who you could recognize from Horrible Bosses.
Yeah, he was in SNL for a good long run.
Yeah.
Angry Birds movie.
He's a
Angry
red
Birds
bird
movie 2.
He's a red one.
He's great.
Married Colossal. He's been in Colossal. Although not many people know that movie. Have you seen it?
What did you say? I spoke over you.
Yeah, sorry. I meant he's also in Colossal.
What's that?
Colossal, the Anne Hathaway movie with Jason Sudeikis.
Oh fuck! That's been on my watch list forever.
Oh, We're the Millers. That's one of my like I do like that movie a lot. It's quite funny for me, at least.
Yeah, you said it was like the whole like he's so nice and like the dynamic between Keely and Rebecca is nice. You said that.
Yeah, between
Yeah.
Keely and Rebecca, the Temple's character, and Rebecca, who's kind of like supposed to be our antagonist, if anything, in the first season.
Yeah, she starts
Right.
off as that. Yeah.
Because the premise, I mean, in the first episode alone, they tell you, so it's not a spoiler. But basically, there's this woman who inherits a football
I'd say
team.
there's a lot.
Huh?
Keep going. Keep going.
She inherits a football team. Well, inherits. Is it inherit when it's divorced? It's not inherit. It's
In the
got
settlement.
divorced.
I think that's it.
The settlement. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. She got divorced because her ex-husband was a piece of shit who cheated on her. Therefore, they broke up, and she got the football team. And as a revenge plot in her mind, which made sense. It's not like reaching. It's like, hey, that motherfucker loves this team, right? He loves this team so much. I'm gonna ruin this team for him. I also like the assistant that she has.
Yeah, he's nice.
I forgot his name. He's nice.
I can't remember.
All of them are quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a few ball players that are key. Like
Lee.
okay, wait, James. What? Keely. Oh, Keely. Hey, nice. Jamie and Roy Pond?
Kent.
Is it Roy Ken? There you go. Roy Ken. Good show. Nice dynamics. It made me cry emotionally. It's really emotional in my opinion. Jason Sudeikis is just fucking nice, and he forgives her. I mean, spoiler alert, I guess, but he forgives her, and I thought that was really powerful. That scene for me was powerful.
Before we move on, I just wanted to have an honourable mention because I guess we're doing those. Mr. Corman, written, directed, created by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, was a bit of a letdown because I do like him. I'm pretty mixed on it overall. First episode kind of sucked. I can't remember what episode number it was, but I think it's called something like Other Worlds. Really, really sucked. Clear, it was just one of those award bait episodes.
Oh no!
But overall,
Did they sing?
Sorry?
Did they sing?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But overall, it was quite nice. It's about a teacher who gets anxiety and then COVID hits, and it was cancelled. That's most probably one of the reasons why, because people don't like watching COVID stuff post-COVID. But the final episode, really, really good. They introduce a new character, which obviously was going to become a main one in season 2. She was great. Sucks we won't see that. And also episode 4 was really good because it was sort of a one-off.
Alright guys, we're talking about HBO and
Yes.
HBO Max. Now, there's a few, well, this is not like, we're not down on rules. Like, there's a few of them that started as,
Well, yeah, because HBO was originally a TV network in America. And over here in England,
it was so popular.
we
It was like, oh,
Sky.
it has HBO?
Yeah.
No, it became so popular, like, on motels, like, oh, HBO included.
Yeah.
Because it's like cable.
It's like the
Cable TV,
premium
like, oh my God.
network
Yeah.
television, it was known as.
So, and they got into the streaming service in what year you said?
in
2015.
2015, I believe, yeah.
So, and since then, they've created quite a few shows. Is Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones is of the network. It's not of the streaming service.
Yeah, well, yeah,
right?
that's the thing, because there's HBO originals, which are aired on television, and then there's Max originals, which are only on HBO Max. The
And
streaming
Max
service.
only came up like a year ago.
I think
around
I think it was
COVID time.
2020, yeah.
It
I want
was
to say
around
May
COVID time.
2020. Yeah.
Yeah, it was around COVID time, so there's that. But anyways, I
have
got
10.
1, 2, 3. I got 4.
Okay. Pretty much ever since October, the only shows I watch are, like, I think other than first season of Ted Lasso and Severance and Physical, because I didn't have it, but then I got it back for Barry, which was unfortunate.
Come on, dude. Come on. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's use that as a segue.
Okay.
So the first time around, when we talk about Barry, because that was on my list, and I believe also yours.
Yeah, but only
Though
the
you
first
didn't
2
love
seasons.
season 3. Yeah. We completely had a good conversation about it actually.
Yeah.
And so we're just gonna plug that in right now and see you in a bit. For HBO, I had Barry Down.
Hell yeah.
No, the show is not called Barry Down. It's just called Barry. Okay, just in case.
Yeah.
A Bill Hader and Alec. What's the
Alec Berg.
the creator? Alec Bird created show. Who's the road runner? The showrunner. Sorry. You should definitely keep that. Who's a
I don't know.
roadrunner?
It's probably. I think it might just be those two.
And them too, right? I mean, they created it, so they're sure running it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most probably.
Anyways, comedy, top notch. You can see Bill Hader has talent for comedy, honestly. Not only in the writing staff, but physical comedy as well. And delivery lines. What I believe season 1 was trying to do, at least the thesis of the character itself, is can I change my purpose? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Can I have a better purpose? The thesis of season 2 is, can I become a good person?
yeah.
I believe that's the thesis of season 2, because he knows for a fact that he's not, as much as he wants to, he's not. He continuously asks people, do you think I'm a good person? And he goes to a point that, oh no, I think. Oh, okay, you just imagine Bill Hader going to
No,
random people.
No, because there's a joke in the show where it's really funny. So I guess I'll just spoil it for you if you haven't seen it. But Bill Hader earnestly, like, you can tell he's gonna cry because he feels like shit, and he's just like,
Okay.
he says to Noho Hank, who's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Am I evil?
One of the
And
best
it's like,
characters.
oh, you're the most evil person I know.
Oh, that's from season 2.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I already saw that. Oh, so you were saying spoilers to the listeners?
Yeah,
Oh no, there's so many good lines and good deliveries.
yeah. And
Ron
also,
and
like,
Lily.
really good. Oh yeah.
Okay, Ron and Lily. Yeah, that's an episode from season 2. I think it's episode 4, if I'm not
5.
mistaken. 5, episode 5. That used to be my favorite episode of the whole show. I don't know anymore, not because I have a better one, but because I think I overhyped it
Yeah.
so much from the first time that I saw it, and the second time that I saw it, and then the third time I saw it. I fucking loved it those 3 times. The camera, the action is well done.
One of
There's
my
this moment where
sorry.
no,
I
go on.
was just
it's
gonna
fine.
say, there's also a lot of really good visual gags in the show as well, and one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite ones, Fuke. It's at the end of season 2 in the final. Is it the final episode or
Is it at the
second to
end?
last? I can't remember. Fuke's is
Well, he's talking to Crystal
walking
Ball.
down the stairs. Yeah, and, and then it
Yeah,
cuts.
okay,
And they're
okay.
just like, is he talking to us?
Yeah, is he talking to us? And then he hears his name. Oh no, I hear my name. He's definitely talking to us. Yeah. There's many. Another one involving Fuchs, and also like it's a visual gag. It's when he thinks he's smarter than the detectives. He's like, I know my rights. You can not get a piece of my DNA without my consent.
He sips the
Right?
fucking like coke or
He
whatever.
puts the coke, and the detectives look at each other and like, and they get the can, and there's so many good visual gags. And I honestly, honest to God, I don't know why you didn't like season 3. I think the 3 episodes that I saw, they were quite nice.
I think I made a mistake rewatching it because
Okay.
season 1 and 2 are so good that I think I think maybe I just overhyped it. Maybe.
Look, what I believe is each season Barry gets worse, and I like it. But by the 3rd season, I'm like, okay, this is not a character I should be rooting for anymore.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So far,
kind
and I'm like, okay,
sorry.
No, I was just gonna say. So this is what people who saw Breaking Bad and fucking love Breaking Bad feels like. This is how they feel like.
I made that comparison while watching season 3 as well, because like, I mean, kind of spoilers, but not really. It's literally like, if you've seen the first episode, you get that that's what
Yeah,
season 3
so the
is all
3
about.
episodes.
Yeah, exactly. But like as you said, season 1 is all about him trying to find a new purpose, and then and then season 2 is about him trying to become a better person.
Good person.
And then season 3 is all about trying to be forgiven and trying to earn that forgiveness, which you can tell from the first episode.
But he goes really bad about it.
But
in the worst possible ways.
yeah, it's just really okay. So you've definitely gotten to the bit with him
He
in the
screams
trunk
to her. And the what?
with Gene in the trunk. Right?
Gene
Yeah.
in the truck. Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's so obvious that like I mean for start, literally in the first episode he says there's no forgiving, and then in like the next episode or 2 episodes later he's like, you need, like, to Gene, he doesn't say this word for word, but like he's like, you need to let me get this role for you. Like he's literally saying, you need to forgive me because otherwise I will kill you. Like he's so dead set on getting this forgiveness because it's all like he needs it to feel like he's not a terrible person.
Yeah, but not only is that, but it's also from a person he looks up to.
Exactly.
Loves.
Yeah.
He fucking he adores. Gene Kuzno, because in his eyes, in Barry's eyes, Gene gave him a better purpose, therefore becoming at least the chance of becoming a good person, which he fucked up, but still.
Fuchs and Gene are like just total opposite, like mirror
Yeah.
images of each other. Like
Yeah.
that's we haven't even spoken about Sally. I think she's a really interesting character because she is also nowhere near as evil as Barry, but she's also a terrible person. Like just using Barry for her own gain, and then just she's so vain, and that's what I do love. I feel like more like season 1 specifically leaned more into that aspect of trying to make it in Hollywood and how how egotistical actors are and all that, and then they kind of ditched it. But that's fine, because there's only so many jokes you can get out from it.
I don't think they totally ditched it, because I guess they substitute the acting class that they had, and the gags that they could have with the acting class. They substitute that with she made it kind of now you're not in
and now
acting
she's
class,
even
you're in
more
the studio.
Egocentric, self-centered, entitled sort of
and
person.
For the episodes I've seen, because I have not seen season 3 in its totality, but I believe her best acting moment, Sally's, not as the character, but like as the actual person who plays Sally,
Sarah Goldberg.
It's in like when she has like a 2-minute monologue to Barry when they're running the lines for his role.
That's a great
scene. For his role. Yeah. So many fucking emotions.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's because she as you're about to say, she goes through so many emotions, and she's like, because she also feels bad about how she doesn't feel happy for, like, she feels shitty about how she
does
feels
feel
guilty.
happy for him, but she feels envious about it.
Exactly. And then they end that like heartbreaking scene because she's trying so hard to make it and she's just not getting that success. And then Barry, because he's so tone deaf, he just immediately just doesn't what's the fucking word, like doesn't read what she's saying at all, and just immediately
but she says I don't want to talk about it. So he's like, all right, I want to talk about it. I'll just throw on my line.
Either way, it's still funny though. It's just
it's so funny because it's like, the way he delivers it. It's just well done. Barry gets the role just because he's 6'2".
Yeah.
And he also tells Gene, and Gene is like, the fuck? How even? And then he actually goes through the script and he's like, oh my god, you have the line where it says the title of the movie. They cannot cut that.
You say we're swimming instructors.
They can cut that. Oh yeah, that's what it is. We're just a bunch of swim instructors, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of great jokes of just like normal conversations between Gene and Barry. Like the one...
Oh, yeah.
Thankfully, I didn't overhype Ronnie and Lily, and I loved it just as much. But that episode and season 1, episode 7, I believe, when he delivers the line after killing Chris.
Second to last?
Sorry? Second to last episode of season 1.
The Shakespeare one?
Yeah.
My Lord, the Queen is dead?
There's a great joke in that where, once again, touching on how kind of tone deaf they can be. Barry is clearly, like, he's on the verge of some sort of mental breakdown, whether it's a panic attack or whatever. He's clearly not acting, and like he's throwing shit, and like Gene comes in and he's like, wow, you did such a great job, and then he throws the chair and smashes the glass, and she's like, okay, I could clearly see you're still in that space. And like no, it's just
it was
just
episode
a lot
7
of great
by the way.
moment, like, because it's so funny, but then also there's like so many good heartfelt moments, like when Barry tells Gene that he just killed a whole bunch of random innocent people, and Gene, because he knows, like, deep down, which really, you know, it's up for debate if really deep down he is evil or not. But he can see that he feels so terrible about it and that he wishes he didn't do it. And he's just like, okay, you can never tell that to anybody ever again because what you did, you did a crime and you got away with it. And it's just like, you can tell Gene loves him.
You literally committed murder and got away with it. He says that like 2 more times later. He cannot believe it. That's what he said multiple times, which is funny. No, they're great, running from comedy to drama and back and forth. And yeah, it's well fucking. I don't know. I don't think it's talked about enough. This show.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because it is Bill Hader, who's huge, But yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I don't see many people talking about it. Oh god, that was
Oh,
nowhere near as good
wow.
as I remembered. Oh man. Firstly, second favorite show of all time.
Succession.
Yeah, second favorite show of all time is Succession. It's shot in a really unique way for the genre.
It's
Uh,
very handheld,
yeah, it's shot like The Office, which keeps the
but it's not a
actors on there.
mockumentary.
No, it's not a mockumentary. It is a drama. There are you hear a lot of people class it as a black comedy, and yeah, that's right. And that's one thing I do love about it is that the humor feels very natural. Overall, I think this is just the best dialogue ever written in anything. Characters are so interesting, so well performed, and it really just is all about the character. Like
All right.
the plot, it's there. Not so much in season 3.
It's there. Oh wow! Thank God it's there. I mean, I thought we lost it.
But yeah,
I thought they forgot about it.
it's
left
all
it at
about the
home.
character, and it's just you wouldn't think you would like it because I didn't at first, but it really
Then
becomes.
why did you start watching it though?
Well, let's see. I didn't really care for the first episode. Literally, my thing was running out.
I didn't.
My thing was running out. The what we have here in the UK instead of HBO now. I think a week of it, and I was like, all right, people keep raving about this fucking show. I guess I'll check it out just to say I've watched some of it. First episode didn't care for. I've since rewatched it. I rewatched it a few months back, and I liked it more this time. But yeah, first episode is kind of just like okay, but
It's
then
slow.
as it progresses, and also I think the first and second episode should be watched back to back. I don't know if this is the case, but it might have been like a double premiere thing they sometimes do. I think
Well, then I have
episode
to
1
watch
and
episode
2
two
were shown on the
soon.
same day. Sorry?
And then I must watch episode 2 soon. Again, we did the first recording on Sunday. I didn't see whatsoever any scene, any footage of the show.
Right.
But since then, because we were saying, all right, let's do it again. We fucked up. Let's do it one more time. I did try to check it out so I could have anything to say about. I couldn't care less about the show in the first episode.
It took me a few
I didn't even
episodes
finish
to get
it.
into it.
I didn't even finish it. Not because I didn't want to. I just had to go to work then.
Yeah.
I was just watching on my way to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like stick with it, but also if you're really not enjoying it, then don't force yourself to try to.
No, of course not. No.
But yeah, no, the characters are just so interesting, and the way you exposition feels so natural. Like it doesn't feel like exposition, and just you find out these little nuggets over time that really, it's just really so interesting the way you empathize with them. Next one, Curb Your Enthusiasm. I said that weird. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It's a sitcom, and I'd say it's my favorite sitcom of all time. One of my all-time
Improvised
favorite shows.
sitcom.
Yeah, not entirely. There's a skeleton script, and the director is kind of just like, this is your objective. Do your best to get there, which really just keeps the show so fresh because it really just feels like friends talking to each other.
Right.
And just
like us.
Yes, definitely. And just the way the whole episode comes together and all the callbacks, like it's so like the story, because there is a story that's written. In that sense, it's very well written. But yeah, it's just incredibly funny, so well rounded, and yeah, it's been going on for 20 years and it's still really good. I have the first 10 seasons on DVD because also that's what was good about it. There's only 11 seasons in 20 years because they took a break.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah,
came back.
They take breaks.
Yeah. Next one, Insecure. Not my favorite.
How dare you?
What?
Sorry. Nothing. I was trying. That was a bad attempt at a joke. Just go on.
Right. Like my whole life. There's another one. No, Insecure. This, I wouldn't say this is my favorite, but I feel like not enough people have seen this, and it deserves far more attention. And the reason it's not my favorite is because, kind of like Succession, I only really watched it because I was like, oh, I like Issa Rae. I might as well watch this until my subscriptions run out. First 2 seasons, Season 2, Episode 8, however, which is the last episode of the season, is the best of the series. And then beyond that point, they really knew what the fuck they were doing, and it becomes incredibly entertaining. Just very amusing, great jokes. And then, although I think overall they really butchered the ending, like the final episode fucking sucks.
Oh shit.
But yeah, Season 3, 4, and 5, although the ending of Season 5, which is the end of the whole series, kind of sucks, I think they are really great, and although the ending kind of sucked overall, the three main characters, the way their arcs come to a finish is very, very nice. And yeah, it's just funny while also being
Will they have a season 3 or
I
was
just
season
I
2
just
the
said the
ending?
final season was season 5.
Season 5.
Yeah, it had 5 seasons, and then he decided to end it.
Oh shit! And you only saw 2 seasons?
No, I said the first 2 seasons weren't that great.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's right.
Sorry, I did like, because I already heard you talking about
Yeah,
this 3
yeah, no,
times
I
now.
get it.
So like I just.
But yeah, it is.
Sorry.
Forefront. It is a comedy, and it does succeed at that for the most part. But then there are.
Straight up comedy or like dark comedy? What kind of comedy would you say?
It's a comedy drama.
How long are the episodes?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Although some are
like
40,
20 episodes.
There's
and how many episodes per season?
episodes? 46 in overall. There's about like
Oh.
7 to 10 in a season.
All right, yeah. Oh, that's short.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just really nice because Issa Rae. You can cut me off after I say this. Issa Rae had a YouTube web series called Awkward Black Girl or something, and then that got picked up by a producer, and then they turned it into Insecure, and she was
Insecure.
doing everything behind the scenes as well. And it's just nice to see when it happens.
Yeah, that's great. Where else have you seen her in? Because her name. Oh wait. I think I know. Wasn't she in Lovebirds
Yeah.
with? Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Although it is more of a comedy than a drama, it is so well shot for a comedy. Like there's actual thought put into it instead of just the 2 characters are here, so I guess I'll hold the camera here. I guess
Okay. All right. Cool.
I'll do one more, then you can do yours. 6 Feet Under. I'm currently making my way through it now. I think I watched the 9th episode of season 3 today.
Season 3. How many seasons?
There's 5 seasons, 63 episodes overall. It is.
Look at him. They're doing their job. Like you ask me that, I'll be like, I have no idea.
Right.
Think it's 5 seasons. You're like, no, it's
Well,
5
no,
seasons,
because-
103
yeah.
episodes.
I'll just talk about the first season because I think it could have just been a limited series, and I don't think there's
Okay.
like such a drastic change in quality. Although season 2, I think so far is the worst season. But season 1 is just once again, it's all about the characters. Like there is a plot. They run their dad dies and they then have to run a funeral home all by themselves. It happens in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you when you talk about it, I was really into it, and I wanted to check
Oh
it
yeah,
out.
no,
It was
because
6 Feet Under, right?
yeah, it's interesting
Yeah.
because it was for a really long time. It was always known as like one of the best shows of all time, and then Breaking Bad ended, and then you didn't really hear much of it anymore for some reason. Even though there's
Wait, what? What does it have to do anything with Breaking Bad?
well, no, I'm just saying around that time because when I was growing
Oh,
up,
okay.
I would hear constantly about how great the show was on the
I
internet.
never heard about this show.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's really dropped off for some reason. But the first season, I mean,
Wait, Barney's mom is in the show.
yeah, Frances Conroy, she's amazing. Yeah, and Josh Radnor shows up in season 3, and so does Rainn Wilson and David Hornsby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you told me, and I wanted to
Um,
see it because of that.
But yeah, season 1, once again, it's all about the character. I think just some of the most I literally don't have a favorite character because they're all so well. I do have a least favorite though. Rico. The season 1 ends and it literally just could have ended there because the arcs are so well defined without being hit over the head with symbolism. Because there are a few dream sequences every now and then, but it doesn't lean too much into it, which is nice.
Right.
And and also one great thing about it started in 2001. It has and I hate that I have to even bring this up because it should be the standard. Incredibly tasteful depiction of a homosexual relationship, and it's from 2001, and it's doing it better than shows now, which is insane.
It's sad that we have to applaud that.
Exactly,
but at the
that's
same
what I
time, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's just weird, but I get it.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
But yeah, I'm hoping it really stays this good because I'm really enjoying it at the moment.
All right,
you can
and
do
you
yours
said
now.
I can go now, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, bye.
Well, fuck off. I did talk about Harley Quinn. So here's the thing.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a technicality because it's from, as we said earlier. I don't know if we're gonna keep it, but it was from DC, the DC streaming service that they were trying to have, but then it came to HBO because it's within the same company. Warner Brothers owes everything that DC has.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a well done animated show. 2 seasons so far. A 3rd season coming next month, I believe.
Right.
I believe it's coming. Yeah, I believe it's coming out next month. But yeah, apparently I spent like 3 minutes trying to describe a really funny scene that was for me. At least it was hilarious for me. It made me laugh out loud. And it wasn't the first episode alone. I don't think I'm gonna bother trying to describe this scene again. It was just, for me, it was peak comedy because of lore more than anything. Because I do know about a lot about the Batman antagonists,
Yeah.
villains, all of it. I know a lot, and it's all about Harley Quinn living in that world, Gotham. And it's just crazy, crazy good. So I'm just gonna say a few names that you might know as the voice cast. There's Kaylee Cuoco from The Big Bang Theory fame, Lake Bell, which she does a lot of voice acting, but she's been in an episode of New Girl. If you wanna like place her, there's Alan Tudyk. I fucking love that guy. He's in almost every Disney movie.
Yeah.
He played a fucking chicken in Moana. A fucking chicken, but it's just very well voice acted. The Lord, I don't know what else to tell you. It's just crazy good, and they have a good depiction of friendship, love, and romantic love between two female characters. So just check it out. After that, I mentioned Love Life.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What anthology show did you talk about? Are you gonna talk about it now in your next five?
No,
Because there was
that's on
this
Prime.
romantic anthology that was on Prime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So I guess it'll be my turn now. Well, the first time we recorded, we did Amazon Prime first,
Yeah.
and Kacey over here talk about an anthology show, and I'm like, oh well, I actually also have an anthology show set in New York as well, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which was fun. It's just Love Life, but it's an anthology, not like Black Mirror, but like American Horror Story. No, it's by season.
Yeah.
And now I don't have a lot to say because it's pretty typical. Nothing really special about it, but I quite like the stories. Yes, you're basic, trying to find love, growing as a person, set in New York life. And the first season is about Anna Kendrick's character, and the second season about William Jackson Harper's character. And I did mention I did not like the ending of the second season, but more than anything, it's a personal choice. I'm like, I would not have done what you've done. All right, and lastly, but not least, I believe, and I'll check it out just in case I'm wrong. Westworld, season 1. And the only reason I'm saying season 1 because I didn't check out the rest, and I will check it out eventually.
Yeah, because
But I
season
saw
4
season
started
1.
the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. And season 1, I saw it twice, at least twice. Maybe I saw it 3 times, but it's just fucking great. It's a Jurassic World, but what if Western instead of Jurassic? Like a world where you can come amusement park where you can become a sheriff, thief, and I love westerns. Well, not like the movies, but like the idea of westerns. I would love to be a cowboy so bad. So I was into it, the idea of it. So it was fun. I think it will go down as one of the best sci-fi shows of an streaming service in history. At least season 1 alone, because it's great with that and world building, and the production value as well, and the acting. Wait, I actually don't know how to pronounce her name. Is it Evan Rachel Wood?
Yeah.
There's Jeffrey Wright. Tessa Thompson is in it as well.
Yeah.
Among a few others. And Jimmy Simpson. The Buck Poyle. Yeah, just check it out. It's quite well done. There's a few tweets. Not Twix. I'm not produced by Twix. Twists. Anytime I think of the song Twist, I think of that scene in Spider-Man 3 when James Franco and Kristen Dunst are dancing to the twist.
Yeah.
Fucking doing an omelette. It's just fucking stupid. That's all I have for you.
Okay, yeah, I have... Alright, what's 3 plus 1? Because I have that amount left.
3 plus 1?
Yeah.
That's 11.
Alright, yeah, I have 4 left. Starting off with the newsroom, I won't talk too much about it because I talked about it on Lousing Around. Which episode was that? Was that the Sonic one?
I believe it was the first one though. So Sonic. Most likely Sonic.
Yeah, just really good. The Leftovers, Damon Lindelof, who did Lost and also Watchmen, the HBO series, that is. This was the next thing he did, I'm pretty sure. And people say the ending to Lost really fumbled it and got boring and was running around in circles for too long. With Leftovers, clearly he listened to that because it's only 3 seasons, I believe 29 episodes. And I think it's most probably my favorite ending of any television show ever in terms of like a drama. I think it really is for what the show is, which is so shrouded in mystery. I think like the most perfect ending it could have been. But yeah, once again, it's the plot is 2%, I believe, 2% of the world, like 2% of the entire population just suddenly disappear, and it's kind of dealing with the fallout of that. And once again, like most of the other HBO shows I've talked about, the plot is there and it is intriguing, but it really is more about the characters and how they deal with this. Justin Theroux and Carrie Coon, the two main characters. Carrie Coon in the first season really isn't like the main character, but she really shines.
Who is she?
She's only really done TV. She most recently did The Gilded Age. Did you see any ads for that? It wasn't very good. You get pulled in by the mystery of it, and then you stay for the characters. And my favorite episode is the third episode. Is it the third or the fourth? Either way, in the first episode,
professionalism.
in the first season. Sorry?
No.
I'm saying this because I know you'll like it. Well, maybe not. But in the first season, one of the first episodes is semi-unrelated, and it just follows Christopher Eccleston's character, and I think it's easily the best episode.
Christopher Eccleston's?
Yeah, doing acting.
Is that why you think I like it?
Yeah.
Because of him?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I like Doctor Who. Sue me. Jesus.
Yeah, okay, moving on. Euphoria Season 1, because second season was really... I know you liked it more than the first season, but the second season was just a really massive mixed bag.
Yeah, it's just more entertaining for me. Season 1 feels
That's the thing. I think
cliche.
Season 2 was more going for... There was like no structure to it at all, and it really just felt like they were more like... What do kids on TikTok like?
Wait. What was the structure in Season 1? According to you?
Well, no, what I mean is that in Season 2, there's not really a through line. It kind of jumps from thing to thing.
But what's the through line in Season 1? I'm asking
Rue trying to not get addicted.
Season 1 is about Rue not trying to get... Okay.
It's about her not trying to relapse and about her relationship blossoming with Hunter... what's the character's name? Jules. Jesus, how the fuck did I forget
Jules.
that? But yeah, no, it's about their relationship blossoming, and I think it's just really interesting to watch because it's clearly not going to end well, and it's clearly one-sided. And then the two special episodes...
Wait, one-sided from who?
Because Rue is far too dependent on her, and Jules...
Addiction?
Sorry?
Too much dependent on Jules?
On Jules, because without Jules... Because Jules feels like she's kind of pinning her... What's that? Sobriety on her. Like, if they break up, she'll relapse, and she doesn't want that to happen, so in a way she feels trapped. And I think that's just a pretty interesting dynamic. But it's more just... I love it so much because Rue is just so relatable, because she's such a piece of shit. And she feels so guilty all the time, but she keeps doing terrible things. But yeah, and also it just looks really nice, is the thing. Like, it's very well
Kacey,
shot.
I got bad news.
Yeah, you think it's style over substance. I don't think it is. The second season is.
No, wait, dude, I wasn't even talking about the show no more.
Oh.
It's so defensive. I might need to take another break.
What
That's
the
all.
fuck?
Well, hey, I'm compensating.
Right.
The last 2 times we recorded for like over 3 hours. I only went once.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now let's finish talking about Euphoria. Like, I mean, there's a few things I would like to say. Right, I did tell you once, a while ago. For me, it's like it feels like style over substance. At least season 1.
Yeah.
And you believe that about season 2.
Yeah, because
right?
Season 2, it was clearly too pretentious, and they just threw in random images for the TikTok crowd to be
But
like,
that's what they did in
I know
season
that.
1 too.
They didn't.
That shot where she gets high in a party and then they do the Inception hallway thing.
Yeah.
That's pretentious as shit.
It's not pretentious, but it was very gimmicky.
It's pretentious as shit. For me, it was pretentious. It's like showing off how much money they have. Like, oh, look at us, how much production we have. We are allowed to do this. That's how
I wouldn't really say
at
that's
least it
pretentious.
feels for me.
That was more of just, look at this. Now give us an award for cinematography, please.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It feels too obligated. It doesn't feel like it was an actually original thought from someone who like, oh, I think this really captures how she's feeling right now.
Right.
No, they just wanted to show off, and I don't like them showing off.
Right. Well, I disagree. I think there's so many shots and pieces of lighting that are not only just really, really nice to look at, but then
I go on. Sorry.
But no, and then I just like they show off how the character is feeling.
Yeah, well,
You know that one shot kind of deal that they do for like at least 10 minutes in the carnival.
Yeah.
I hated that
But
because it
why?
looked so bad. I could tell the cuts.
There are
I
no
could tell
cuts.
the
It's a
cuts.
real 11-minute one take.
No way.
It is. I saw the behind the scenes of it.
It's not possible.
It is.
Well, it's horrible then moving cameras because I could tell when there was something like that. The camera, there was something wrong with the camera. Then there's no point of doing that.
There's no point of doing
That's
it in
showing off as
Daredevil
well.
either. But they still did it.
No, in Daredevil, it's about tension. Whenever it happened, I mean, the first season alone it wasn't about tension, but the second season and the third season, when they did it, it was about tension.
Yeah.
The second season was when
Well, no, I'd say in
when
the
he had
first
to fight
season.
the bulldogs.
Wait, in the first season, it's not really tension. It's more of just showing off his skills. I'd say.
Yeah, the first season was showing off.
Yeah.
I can give you that. But second season, third season is about tension. It's about like putting yourself there in there. Like in the fucking third season, it's about him escaping jail.
Yeah.
Like that's actually to give you the pumped upness of how he feels, give you position. But like Carnival, just to show off how like, all right, yeah, the same characters are in the same world, huh? It's a carnival. Look at us. We got money to have the machines with camera. I don't know. Maybe it's just because so many people overhyped it that for me
Yeah,
it was
most
like,
probably.
well,
I watched it when it came out.
yeah, and I watched it like recently. I think it was even this year. Maybe I
Yeah.
started it. When did I tell you I started it? It was this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the second season, not many people talk about it, and I do like continuation. I do like when the character is growing, and also not, but like besides growing, when he gets either he or she or them get fucked up because of the decisions that they did in the previous episodes or whatever.
Yeah.
And in the second season, there's a lot of consequences, and I love that, which is why I think I like second season more. Rue is fucking up more, therefore there's.
I don't
more
know. I
things,
disagree. Well, I don't. Have you finished season 2?
I have not.
All right. Well, Nate.
I know one spoiler. I know the.
Oh
the
yeah, I didn't
fucking
care. I
kid
never
dies.
gave a shit about that character anyway. But Nate in the first season is such an awful person, and like he's terrifying. And in his second season, they just redeem him, and it's so implausible.
They do?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. They even set up a
okay.
a fucking romance for him and Jules, like a real one. It's so stupid.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe.
And he faces no
maybe if I
consequences for his terrible actions, and neither does well, kind of.
Look,
I guess.
I've seen season 2 up until episode 5,
Oh yeah, it gets real bad
And-
after that.
and I think I believe episode 5, if I'm not mistaken, it was the episode where Rue is like running away from the police
Yeah.
and her mom and all of it.
Yeah.
And I like that episode more than that one fucking episode that was titled, how. Well, basically she was holding P, fucking her body up. You know that episode in season 1?
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't like that episode.
right.
Compared to this one where it's all about rule centered. I like this one more. There was stakes besides that one that she was being stupid
Yeah.
for not going to Russia.
I did like that.
There was too
episode
much narration
as well.
in that one.
I did like that episode as well, but it did feel very cheesy as well at the same time. But no, that's actually one of my favorite episodes, the trials and tribulations of trying
no, it
to
was
pee
quite
while
good.
depressed. No,
And there was not a lot of music. I like that. There was just silence, not so many fucking substance, not many like, oh, cool camera shots. Oh, look, music that we can pay.
that's it. That's the thing I
You
didn't like about season 2. They were just constantly blasting music.
Music.
Yeah, and it was not good. Whereas the first season, I think the music was very good, or the original score, that is.
Okay, by this point we have talked about Euphoria for over 5 minutes. Maybe you're gonna put it in the picture.
Yeah.
Like Rue, put Zendaya there. It will get
Oh
clicks.
yeah, definitely.
Click.
I'm sure he was going to.
I mean, we
anyway.
could easily.
I most probably was going to anyway. I'll most probably do
Oh
like
yeah. No.
11, Rue, and then most probably Homelander. Those are like the most popular
Right.
ones.
I don't like hate season 1. I just I think it's too overhyped. It's too
No,
overhyped.
yeah, that's the thing. I think especially with like I literally had to unsubscribe from the Euphoria subreddit watching it week to week, season 2, because it does attract that really stupid fucking TikTok crowd who at any shot that
It's all about
isn't-
aesthetics. It's all fucking about aesthetics.
Exactly.
and I'm
They
annoyed
they
at that.
attach to that so much, and because it's actually doing something instead of generic, they think it's like the smartest thing ever when it just isn't.
Yeah, and I like the special episodes where it's about just
I
them
fucking
sitting
love
down
those, yeah.
talking. Yeah,
Like
give me more of
the
that.
second one, fuck anyone who's not a sea blob, is my, I don't know. It's tied. Season 1, episode 3, and then fuck anyone who's not a sea blob are both my favorite episodes.
Funny enough, I have not seen that special one. I still
Right.
have it on my list to watch it, but I yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
Also,
just
you don't like the apple tattoo dude, apple tattoo face dude. You told me that because of COVID, this actor that you really like, or like a singer or something, was gonna be in season 2, but it was replaced by the tattoo
yeah,
face.
an actor I really like
dude.
who's in one of my all-time favorite films, Waves. Kelvin Harrison Jr. was originally going to play the character of Elliot in season 2. And then they got this fucking singer who I'd never heard of, Dominic Fike. And he was, I mean, it was a really uninteresting character anyway, but he was just, I didn't care for him at all. And you can't replace Kelvin Harrison Jr., so I was going to hate him no matter what. All right, yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Then I had Barry, and then I also had Looking. Once again, not my favorite because the first season kind of stinky, but
Kind of stinky.
but season 2 was really good, and so it's a shame that they cancelled it. Most probably because it was a bit too gay.
Oh no.
Because I've heard a lot of people say it was like the gay version of Girls, and I only saw one episode of Girls and really didn't care for it. And first season, but second season was really, really heartfelt. The main character, Patrick, is played by Jonathan Groff, he's so charming and adorable, but also he's not the greatest person, but you still root for him because he's very relatable. But luckily they were able to convince HBO to give them a TV movie, and so it got a 90-minute long epilogue where they kind of, as nicely as they could, wrapped things up. And it was nice to see because it was 90 minutes. They were able to, I don't know how different it would have been, but essentially cramming a whole season into 90 minutes, and it didn't feel too cluttered. It was very satisfying. That's all the HBO stuff now, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
No, we moved to Amazon Prime.
All right. So Amazon Prime Video.
Disclaimer: I have not seen a lot on Amazon, so
No,
the
they
only
really don't
two
have a lot
shows-
of originals.
Yeah, the only 2 shows I can actually pick are the only ones that I have seen fully. I did see Good Omens as well, but I did not finish it because I just got distracted with other things. But it was quite good.
All right. Yeah. So I got The Boys season 1.
And I got The Boys season 1, 2, 3, and 4.
You know what? I forgot to add the 4th one. That one is my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the first season that you have. Just speak about the first one, and then I'll speak about the other ones. If anything.
Yeah. Biggest problem with it is the color grading.
Oof, yeah.
It's so ugly. Like, I get why they made it that. Because it's like, oh,
I think they fixed it by season 3, though.
Oh, did they? Good.
They fixed it by season 3, yeah.
Not that I'm going to see it, but still good. It's really ugly, but if you can look past that, you will get... I only saw it when it first came out. No, a bit after it first came out. So memory's a bit off, but from what I remember, it's really just like, from a writing standpoint, it's almost perfect. Like,
Yeah, it's great world building, first of all.
Yeah, and just like
world building.
balances the comedy
Character.
so well with the action and the drama and the political commentary.
And the suspense sometimes that you have.
Yeah.
It's quite well done.
And also I felt that it wasn't too like what Logan does. It's R-rated and superhero, but it didn't lean into it like, oh, look at us. It kind of just did it the right amount, I feel. Season 2 I didn't care for at all. I found it incredibly boring.
Really, not even one thing.
No.
Not one thing.
I remember liking Stormfront because she opened the door to a lot of social commentary. That was quite funny.
All right, well, I guess I'll speak the rest of it. It's satire. Apart from being political commentary, it's satire for heroes. It's basically in a world where heroes, if they were real, not only that, but they basically treat them like they're celebrities. Yeah, but we follow a few characters that are quite interesting. It's called The Boys. It's based on a comic book called the same name, but because we follow this group called The Boys, they between each other they call it, oh, let's go with The Boys. And by the way, Kimiko is so fucking great season 3, in my opinion. At least the actress is doing a great job. There's a few scenes where she sings,
right?
Because she daydreams,
right.
And she has an amazing voice though. Because Karen,
Fukuhara, I believe.
There you go. Yeah, like I don't want to mess up her name, so Fukuhara. She's great. She's doing the singing herself. Carl Urban. He's perhaps might be the only actually one that's famous whatsoever before the show, if anything. Oh, but I love I don't believe that's his actual accent.
It isn't. It's
What
it's
accent?
it's
It
it's a
isn't,
bit
right?
exaggerated. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cartoony. He's become a cartoon of himself, but I fucking love it. I'm going for it. It's just it becomes more ridiculous as it goes on. But what is his accent supposed to be? Irish?
It's a weird mix. I can't remember if he's.
He says "oi" a lot.
I can't remember if he's Kiwi.
Kiwi.
I believe that's what New Zealanders are called. That's like that's what the accent is called. Yeah. So yeah. He is from New Zealand, but yeah, the accent he's doing in the show is a bit weird. Like it's clearly very unique.
But I fucking love it.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
I think that's what I didn't
Um,
like about season 2. I think he just did it a bit too over the top in the second season, and it got on my nerves.
Oh yeah, then you will dislike season 3 for sure.
Right. Okay.
We got this. Okay. Spoiler alert! If you're watching yourself, The Boys, talking to the audience now, you don't care, so I'm just gonna spoil you right away. Fuck off.
Yeah.
He just took off his. Casey is so good with visual gags, and it's fucking stupid because we're not doing it. Alright.
I'm
yeah, he
very
just took
committed
off.
to the joke.
Yeah, he gets actually almost the same power set that Homelander has.
Right.
So they get to fight. Also, Solar Boy. You've seen some
Yeah,
things,
he
right?
did that really good song that goes like you.
I'm sorry. Anytime they say Soldier Boy, that's all I think. Soldier Boy. There's a few people in the
What?
forums who that was one of the two I have, so you can say your other one.
Well, I have 2 more, so you might as well just do your Invincible if you want.
Because then we're gonna be talking about superheroes twice in a row.
Okay. Well. Whew. That's good enough. You can.
Okay, yeah,
moving on.
let's
No,
call
okay.
that day.
Next one I have is Undone. Once again, like Boys, I first saw it when it first came out, which was nearly 3 years ago now. So I can't remember a lot of it, but really don't see enough people talking about this. Like, it also recently got a second season, even though it was originally a
Well,
limited
I'm looking
series.
at one right now.
Sorry?
Nothing.
Oh,
I
right.
thought it was funny because you said you'll see it in the editing.
Yeah, no, because we're talking about it now. Good one. Great.
Do not patronize me.
Yeah, no, like even I, as someone who really loved it and thought it was an amazing limited series, didn't even know that season 2 existed until recently, and it's all out. And like, you know how with Letterboxd, when there's a limited series, if it becomes a running, like an ongoing show, they then take it off Letterboxd. It's still on there.
Yeah.
So clearly
Oh,
no
wow.
one knows about it. It's rotoscope animated, which meaning they just draw over real life.
Oh, okay.
And there is no deeper meaning to that. It's purely just there to hide the budget, because this is kind of a sort of sci-fi show, and they can end up, instead of using really cheap CGI for like the trippy sequences, they just have these really nice drawings of it instead.
Can you say anyone from the cast?
Bob Odenkirk and Rosa Salazar are the 2 main characters. And Rosa Salazar is easily the highlight of the show. She was Alita in Alita Battle Angel.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know her.
But yeah, no, she's amazing in this. She really has this Aubrey Plaza energy.
Herself as a person or the character?
The character. Like, it is a sci-fi show. And like, I don't really typically like sci-fi. But it's not too big of a deal. It's more of like the trippy, like, whoa sci-fi instead of the, guns and, But yeah, it's a nice little sci-fi show. I think it's only 8 episodes and they're all 30 minutes long. Well, the first season, I still haven't seen season 2. I will eventually. It's a nice little trippy sci-fi show that's also a very heartfelt, emotional drama from memory. But yeah, I'm going to rewatch it before I watch the second season, so if I'm wrong, I'll get back to you.
Alright, well, now it's my turn. But yeah, this also fucking adapted from a comic book, but this time it's animated. It's also great in world building. It also has their analog for Justice League with, I don't even remember the name of the team. Do you remember the name of the team they had?
No.
It's been a while. I do. There's a few set pieces that I do remember. There's a community person in here. Do you know who?
Yeah, Gillian Jacobs, Eve.
Yeah.
She was great.
Yeah, she was awesome. Oh, and Jason Mantzoukas Fucking love him. Animated, therefore you don't see the gore coming. There's a few gores. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say. Just it was nice to see it. Sassy Beats character, there was something weird with her because
I
it,
can't
it
remember.
it made no sense. She was aware that he was invincible, yet she claimed to have figured it out. Yet she was questioning him, why are you not there? So I'm like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know. Do you remember now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a not thing.
Yeah, right. My next show is Modern Love.
Right, this
it's
is
an
the one that
anthology.
you spoke about. Okay.
This is an anthology show all about love. You said it was based on a podcast.
I
But
thought
I'm pretty sure it's based.
You can continue
all episodes
talking,
are
and I'll
based
look it
on
up
a
right
New
now.
York Times article. But yeah, no, it's really interesting. It being an anthology, obviously, there's going to be some stinkers, but then also some really good ones. You know, there could be a. I mean, I wouldn't say there was ever like one that I didn't care for or was horribly bored by. But you know, they cover all facets and perspectives of love. Sometimes it will just follow some random generic old married couple, and then sometimes it will zoom in more on like a friendship love, or when one of them's like got bipolar and they need that sort of support, or it will be one episode in season 2 that I particularly related to was about how hard it could be to find love when you have an unconventional sleep schedule, because
Right,
you know your significant other would be asleep while you're awake, and that, you know, obviously will cause some problems. My favorite episode is the one with Dev Patel and Catherine Keener. I believe it's season 1, episode 4. Oh, and also the reason I found out that season 2 came out is because Lulu Wilson, I follow her on Instagram, and she was in the first episode of season 2. And what was cool is that they actually mention asexuality, but it ends up being the worst episode, and they kind of just brush it off as her being confused that she's actually gay.
Oh damn. All right. Well, yeah. Apparently, it is based on the New York the
Times articles.
the articles. There you go. That's what
Yeah.
I was looking for. The articles. Although there is a podcast. So is that it for Amazon?
That's it
Should
for the
we
whole
move on
podcast.
to the big
yeah.
leagues.
Last
All right.
episode.
Cool. Good night. See you.
All right. So yeah, Netflix now, right?
Yeah, Netflix, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to talk about.
I have 10. All right. Well, the one I got first is BoJack Horseman, my favorite show of all time.
So do I. Right,
Yeah.
As well. Yeah.
I can't remember if that part was good or not.
I think it was.
And
Yeah.
my favorite show of all time, BoJack Horseman, just
I have
really,
that one
really
as well.
good. Yeah.
Which one would you say is your favorite season? If you could pick.
I honestly don't know.
It's been a while for me, but I did see it twice.
I would say either the second season or the last season.
All right.
No, season 3. Yeah. Season 3.
Well, that's odd. You were from like second or last. Never mind.
No, because I forgot the order of thing. Because like my favorite episode of the whole show is in season 3, and that automatically.
Which one is it?
It's the underwater one. I forget the name of it right now.
I'm surprised that's your favorite one. I mean, it's well done storytelling
Yeah.
without dialogue
Exactly,
whatsoever.
that's why I like it. Free Churro is really good though. I think season 5 that's in, and it's ironic because literally the episode before, when they're working on Philbert, BoJack says, "TV is a visual medium. There shouldn't be so much talking." And then the next episode, Free Churro, is a 26-minute long monologue. So good. And like literally watching that, I didn't realize that's what it was. Like the episode just ended, and I was like, "That was the whole episode." Like I literally thought it was like a 5-minute scene.
Are you
watching
talking about
it.
the one where he talks in the funeral?
Yeah. No, it's a very, very funny show, but a deeply emotional show as well. And yeah.
Who's your favorite character, by the way?
Oh, Diane. Easily Diane. I love Diane so
Diane.
much.
Okay, what about the recurring characters? Not the main cast, but recurring.
Oh fuck! What's the name of that character that Mr. Peanut Butter always like says hello to off screen, but we never see them? I like that gag.
Oh yeah. Isn't it a girl, Maxine, or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Perhaps my favorite recurring character might be the whale who gives us the news.
Yeah.
The newscaster.
Yeah. Alright, Umbrella Academy Season 1, just like The Boys, Season 2 was so fucking boring. But Season 1 really felt really fresh and
It was.
unique
Fucking
in
yeah.
oversaturated genre. It was just like the family dynamic was really interesting. Because they're so broken, but they still clearly love each other very much. Robert Sheehan was so good. Who plays Klaus.
Okay.
Aidan Gallagher was also so good. Like, he's like 15
plays
years old,
Five.
but you buy him as a 58-year-old man
Well, it's a 50-year-old
in a-
man in a
in
13-year-old
a kid's body. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's so good. I should
But-
rewatch it. Yeah, no, I just really liked it. You know, there's some good jokes, and also it looks really good.
Oh, it's
Like,
whoa.
not just because of the CGI monkey, which is what the fuck,
Fucking
Netflix.
crazy.
That's why they're bankrupt. They put all their money into that monkey. But no, it just
And the
looks
fucking
good in
licensed
general.
music.
Like sorry?
And the licensed music.
Oh
The
yeah,
soundtrack
yeah.
was crazy in the first season.
Yeah, and the action in general is great. But no, like in terms of like, not even in terms of cinematography, but like blocking and everything, it's so well thought out. Next one I've got, I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson. Used to be an SNL writer and would appear in some sketches. This is him doing his own thing, and it's absolutely hilarious. Someone you like, Sam Richardson, isn't in a few sketches. Oh, I rewatch it a lot. It's so laugh out loud funny, so crazy, but also all of his characters have this sort of like anxiety to them, which makes it so relatable. Which I think is why it was kind of so popular and successful. But yeah, and thankfully it got a second season. Hopefully it will get more. Most probably not. And then another a sketch show, Auntie Donna's Big Old House of Fun. Very different sketch show to I Think You Should Leave, because I Think You Should Leave is literally like 3-minute sketch, title card, 3-minute sketch. This is kind of more interconnected. Auntie Donna is an Australian sketch group who I love and are friends with James and Mason, who do a podcast that we both listen to.
The Weekly Planet.
Yeah, and so it was just amazing to see them, even though Netflix funds everything. They have such a unique sense of humor, and they're just such lovely people. I listen to their podcast all the time, but the show itself,
Auntie Donna.
yeah, Auntie Donna, it's so absurdist and just ridiculous. And to a newcomer, I can definitely see why it's hit or miss, because I was like that at first, but I rewatch it
It's only 6
constantly.
episodes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I rewatch it all the fucking time. I must have rewatched the show like 20 times last year alone.
Also, you can quote it easily.
Oh yes, I quote it a lot. Like I intentionally,
I'll watch it so.
I literally just left out this show from our quotes episode because there would have been even
Oh
more
my
than
God.
the vines. I can I
Alright.
know this show word by word now. Yeah, and then
Okay.
I'll do one more because it's kind of related. Then you can do yours. Why You Like
Right.
This, co-written and created
Yeah.
by Mark Samuel Banana, who's one of the members of Auntie Donna, as well as Naomi Higgins and Hamira Marbub. Just a really, really great modern, independent comedy set in Melbourne. It's just fantastic because I love these people, and it's just nice to see them, kind of make their way up in the ranks, because I really adore them. And you can do yours.
All right, I'll go on from to give
wait.
you a premise, an idea of it. Even though I actually did talk to you about it already, it's about NDE people, people that have experience with near-death experience.
Like
And
me.
Just like you.
That's a reference to the film I'm Thinking of Ending Things.
But yeah, it's people that apparently that went through that. Then when they come back to alive, or like when they survive whatever it is that was really close to death, they have a newfound talent. They can either sing.
Where's mine?
Yeah, I'm not spoiling anything. It's part of the premise, but you later on you know that, which I could tell you from the first episode alone. Which the hook of the fucking first episode is there's this blind girl who throws herself out of the bridge.
Right.
Then we cut to the hospital. There's this old couple that goes to the hospital and like, oh, is this our daughter? We don't know if this is our daughter. They see her, and they are like, oh yeah, it's her, but she doesn't recognize them. She's like, wait, what? The thing is, she can see now.
Right.
She was blind when she was the daughter of them, but then after she died, well, like that NDE, she recovered sight. So like she recognized she didn't recognize the parents through sight.
Yeah.
She was like, she had to see them how she used to see them before with hand. How would you say it? Sorry, hand.
The
Hand touching,
touch. Yeah.
face touching. Yeah, like when a blind person wants to see your face, they touch your face in order to see the details of
Yeah.
everything. So that's what she did to them. She's like, oh yeah, it is my parents, and just that alone hooks you. Like, what the
Right.
hell happened to her? Why did she throw herself through the bridge? How come she has sight now? And so on. You should definitely check it out. Sadly, it was canceled by Netflix back in the day when it was not even their thing to do. It only has 2 seasons.
You say back in the
second
day,
one.
like 10 years ago. It was cancelled 3 years
Yeah.
ago.
What?
It was cancelled 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, because we did discover the thing is, but it was 5 years between the first season.
The
and
first
second
season came out 2016.
Yeah, and the second season came out in 2020.
2019.
2020. 19.
Which is 5 years, as you just said.
Yeah. Sorry, because I already forgot what year you said. Whatever.
That's right.
And the OA, there's a scene where this dude is watching TV, and the TV is playing Stranger Things, which is another show that I wanted to talk about. Basically, there's not much to say. I mean,
Now, Stranger Things, I think, and follow me with this, I think it's underrated. Now, hear me out.
No, I get what you mean, yeah.
Okay, you get what I mean then. Well, all right,
Like,
then, not you then, but the
People
audience.
are
You
so...
guys.
Like, it kind of became so popular because of its iconography that people don't realise how good it actually
How
is.
good it
Yeah.
actually is.
Right.
Yeah. That's basically
Yeah.
it. Honestly to God, like, I don't think many people who take this seriously, like shows and movies, like us, that we care. I don't think many of us will actually quickly think, oh, Stranger Things easily top 10 of my favorite shows ever, but it should be.
Because it became
But
so
it should
popular, I think people don't want to say it because it's like the basic bitch answer as well.
Yeah.
something that I know for a fact you have, both of us have this. Daredevil, the whole show, and Jessica Jones season 1.
Yes.
We both have it that way.
Hell yeah.
Because
Jessica Jones.
we already
season
talk about
one
well,
is
yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about Jessica
Yeah.
Jones first. Yeah.
Easily the peak of Marvel Netflix era, but then Daredevil is the most
Easily.
consistent overall.
Yeah.
And I think the third season
Which
is the
is-
best one. Out of
Daredevil.
Daredevil, yeah.
All right. Jessica Jones. I saw it twice, if not 3 times. It's fucking well done.
Mm-hmm.
The suspense. David Tennant, one of the best performances he's ever done. So fucking best villains easily.
Oh,
of
yeah.
the Marvel.
But yeah, and
That's,
also great supporting cast. It has better Luke Cage stuff than the actual Luke Cage show.
For real.
Rachel Taylor. No, sorry, that's the actor's name. Patty Walker.
Oh.
She's great as
Yeah.
well.
So there's that, and lastly, but not least, from me at least, Master of None, created by Aziz Ansari and Alan Young. Aziz Ansari, all I can tell you from that you could place him, and when I say you, I mean yeah. And in there, he met Alan Young, who was a writer in Parks and Rec, and they both created Master of None, where Aziz Ansari not only writes but also is the lead.
Other than season 3,
and
that you haven't seen.
Other than season 3, which I have not seen, and we already had one. Like the one sentence I can give you from the show is basically like a coming of age, but not of a teen,
Yeah.
not of a young adult, but like of an actually full-on adult. It speaks about many things. It does tackle a lot of topics like such as racism, sexuality, gender roles, and yeah, I already told you it's like really romantic, and that's why I like season 2 more than season 1. For me, season 2 is much better, and I always love to come back to it.
I remember you also said you like how it's quite cinematic as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's not your usual sitcom.
Yeah. That's all of yours now, right? Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that is it.
yeah.
I am doing with my Throwdown.
This is definitely recency bias, as it only finished in January of this year, and I literally put off watching the last episode for a whole week because I didn't want it to end. Our Beloved Summer. It's a K-drama, and like it is really cheesy, but it's also really cute and just so cozy and comforting. But it also goes above what you usually expect from a K-drama. The characters are just so lovable. The main guy is the kid from Parasite. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he's really great, and then the other one, the other main character, Kim Do-mi, is also... They're just... Oh, it's just so fucking great together. But yeah, it's just really cute. It's one of those shows where, like, you know, don't expect amazing storytelling, but just put it on and hug your pillow and then... Yeah. Next one I've got extracurricular. The show you were like, how is that your favorite?
Hello. You can talk about it.
Yeah,
I'll listen
yeah,
to
no.
it, but I'm not even gonna bother to be close to the microphone for this.
It's nowhere near my favorite. Like, I think when I used to use TMTB when I was going through my phase of adding random shit to Letterboxd, I think I only gave it like a 6 out of 10 because it really is. It can feel quite jumbled at times, and the editing.
Wait. Extracurricular is in Letterboxd?
Yeah, because there's only one season.
I thought it ended in a way that there could be a season 2.
Well, exactly.
Right?
That's what's frustrating about it. It came out in 2020.
It came
but
out not that long ago.
I think it might have been like April 2020. They haven't renewed it, but they also haven't cancelled it. I think they've forgotten it exists. But yeah, it sucks that we don't know if it's going to get a second season. But yeah, it's just really nice. It's the two main characters. The conflict, it can feel very tense.
Wait, by the way, you forgot to mention, like you said in the first time, that you were happy. You really liked the fact that the male and female characters.
Oh yeah, the two main protagonists who are easily the highlight of the show. It's a boy and a girl, and usually, what is great about this being a Korean show and it's not Americanized in any way is the boy and the girl. There's no like forced romance between them. They don't end up a couple at the end, which is usually like Hollywood never just let men and women be friends. This actually is one of my favorites. Next one, Love. This actually is one of my favorites because it is very, very underappreciated. Easily,
I don't think so.
I don't see anyone talking about this.
For people who like comedy and Yada Patel, I'm pretty sure they know about it.
Yeah, most probably, and it's definitely his best work because it's not incredibly like basic and a generic sort of humor you expect from it.
We're talking about a show that has run for 3 seasons with
Gillian Jacobs and Paul Rust.
Yeah.
Not
Elite.
Yeah, not Paul Rudd, Paul Rust. I mean, I don't have like a favorite season because I watched it all in one go when season 3 came out.
Oh my god.
What?
No, I just thought of an actual show that I would like to comment really quickly, but once you're done with this one.
No, I was just going to say...
Paul Rudd. Just remember me, Paul Rudd. So I don't forget.
Okay. Season 3, something happens, I won't get into spoilers. Because also, it's a very easily digestible show.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Something happens, and they subvert the typical conflict that a rom-com like this would have, which I think was good. Paul Rudd, what's going on?
Oh, well, that's all you want to say about the show?
Yeah, we still got to do C4, and it's late, dude.
Oh, I get it. All right. Well, yeah. Well, before we leave the show, just one comment, like really quick. They both are sucky people.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Don't go into this
assholes.
with the name like the name Love is ironic. Like
Do
they
really
do love each
other?
other, but
because they're bad people,
yeah,
both of them.
the soundtrack is quite nice. It is quite a generic, like sort of like 2010s in American indie sort of soundtrack. But it's nice. Go on.
Yeah, just Living With Myself, I believe, is how the show is called. Have you heard about it?
Oh yeah, did that get any more seasons, or was it cancelled? Because I saw the first season.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. The first season came out, I believe, last year, and it was only 8 episodes, 20, 30 minutes ish each episode, and it was quite fucking good. And I completely forgot about it because it was really fast, really quickly. Yeah, just a mention.
I thought
honestly.
Living With Yourself came out 2019.
I'm pretty sure it came out last year.
No, it came out 2019.
There's no way in 2019. If anything, 2020, but not 2019.
2019, get fucked.
2019.
I was right.
Are you?
It's 2019.
Kidding me? Oh well. Apparently, it's a German television comedy.
Maybe you're thinking of that. Maybe you got the dates mixed up.
No. Look, it's actually not the right picture, and it says German. What the fuck? What the fuck, Apple TV?
Uh,
German television comedy.
yeah, no,
okay,
I did see that. It was quite enjoyable. Yeah. Next one I've got is Haunting of Hill House.
You mean Blind Manor?
No, Hill House.
Ah, okay.
Fuck off.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
Blind...
watch it because if you put it in this list,
Hill House
it's
for
for
a
a
very
reason.
long time I cited as my favorite season of television,
Wow.
and I still cite it as my favorite limited series. I'd always really loved the director, and so I was really looking forward to it. And then yeah, it came out and it was just amazing. Like it's such a good family drama with some really well done like hidden details and symbolism. Well, not symbolism, like, but you know, something that not everyone will notice, and you notice it, and you're kind of like, oh wow, that's interesting. It's the performances and the characters, you know, that yeah, it's wow. Next one, the one I somehow forgot, Dark. Have you heard of this? This
I
is a
am a
German
time
TV show.
It is. I am a time travel enthusiast. Right. It's my watch list.
Right.
I've been meaning to watch it. Sadly, I have not watched it. Yeah.
I
It's great.
I fucking loved it. I didn't watch it until season 2 came out because I remember when the first season came out.
Is it 3 seasons?
3 seasons, and it actually
Okay.
was a definitive ending. It wasn't cancelled. It was a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
well
yeah.
done, nice ending. But yeah, I
Anyways.
remember the first season came out and people were like, "Oh, this is just German Stranger Things," so I didn't check it out. And then, of all people, weirdly enough, my form teacher recommended it to me, and I checked it out. And sadly, he left school before I finished it, which sucked because I wish I could have thanked them for recommending it to
Yeah.
me. But yeah, it's just really just took me by surprise because it's so well done. Like I don't care for sci-fi typically, but I love this for some reason. And the third season I think is the weakest, but it came out June 27th, which is a really cool release date if you've seen the show because that's an important date within the show. But I watched it when I was going through a fucking massive, just not great episode of my life. And so I didn't really like it all too much, and I definitely
Wait,
overhyped
June
it a bit.
27th
Sorry?
of
June
last year?
27th, 2020. And so I didn't really like it, but I was kind of going through an episode of not liking anything. And then that just ended up being my whole life up until Everything Everywhere. So yeah, but I do want to rewatch it, and hopefully I'll like the last season more because I'm less in a I don't want to do anything mood. But I could still recognize how great of an ending it was. It's just so well thought out. Like you watch it and you're like, oh, they have a clear, definitive plan from the beginning. You know, like it
Right.
really does feel like that. But yeah, and it being German, I don't really see many people talking about it, which is a shame. That's it.
That's cool. Oh wait, are we done? This is it?
Wait. Okay, hold on. Before we go on to the next segment, there's someone behind you looking through your window right now?
Wait, let me. Oh no!
Yeah. Alright, for any audio listeners, which is all of you, he's pointing right behind me as if...
What is this? Where are we?
Okay, so it appears we're in a court, and we need to make a...
Court.
We're in a corner of a court, and we need to make a case of cinema, and also there's C4 everywhere.
Oh no! This is a cinematic court case corner. What? How many? Wait. Okay. So the bomb. Yeah. Okay. The kidnappers. That's the name, right?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say the hostage.
The hostage takers.
Yeah, the hostage takers. Alright, so they're giving us 5 minutes and they want us to come into a conclusion on one thing. What is that thing again?
What is the best streaming service?
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, that was some really well naturally delivered exposition, I think.
Yeah. Alright, so is it. Would you like to do 4 though? Or 5? How many minutes is it better, in your opinion?
Five should be enough.
Alright, yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool. You can go first. You can make your case first.
So the question is.
What is the best streaming service? Oh, wait, we didn't say what our things are.
Alright, so I have Netflix as my best streaming service.
And I have Amazon.
Well, you're wrong. That's it. I win.
Alright. Is that actually your whole thing?
No, I mean,
do I really need a debate? Okay, yes. I will not. I'll give you the point of they're being really fucking dumb right now with the decisions, with a lot of things.
I wasn't even
That
really
doesn't
thinking of
take
that, but yeah.
But that doesn't take away what they have done, what they have accomplished. They're the first people who thought of
They like
this.
revolutionized the whole way we can.
Yeah, they changed the whole industry. And tell me at least 3 other shows of Amazon Prime alone that are as popular or as good as the top 3 of Netflix.
Yeah, that's a
Could you? Can
that's
you
a
even?
good point. Can I make my case now? Is that your whole thing?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, it's a back and forth. I'm
Right.
not gonna talk for like an hour.
Despite what you may think about their business practices, which I understand, Amazon. Amazon, like, being as huge as it is, produces, like, there's so much variety to what it produces, right? And it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention, very healthy, right? Rice, corn, cassavas, even if you don't enjoy them, they're still objectively good. The Amazon River is responsible for giving us our needed carbohydrates. Not to mention
Are you
its production of
fucking-
hydroelectricity for a sustainable future. And that's why I think Amazon is the best stream.
You fucking asshole. I'm like, wait. What?
I recommended this C4 to you fucking like months ago with this joke in mind. I've been holding on to this joke for so long.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, just because of the build up. You win. I'll give it to you.
Whoa, we're back. We definitely don't sound different. C4 definitely wasn't recorded on a different day.
Right.
Trivia trap. Do you want to explain this one? I feel like
yeah,
I
sure.
haven't explained
Alright.
this one in a few episodes.
Alright, then you go.
Okay.
What was that face like? Okay.
Alright, yeah, so Trivia Trap, it's called that because I think alliteration is very fun and cool, and that's the only reason. No. It's kind of like a nice little quiz to end the episode with. Just some random, organically acquired trivia, and if the other person doesn't know it, then they will be trapped into watching something. But then if the person answering the questions gets them all right, well, I think like the formula for it, we kind of break the rule. We're very lenient with this.
Yeah, but the main
The
one.
formula is that there's 3 questions. You need to get at least 2 right to win. But then there's a 4th extra hard question that no matter what, even if you get 0 correct, if you get the 4th very hard one right, you still win.
Which makes no sense, but it does for us.
Yeah, exactly. Question 1. What was the marketing slogan of the Nintendo Wii remote in a series of viral adverts around when the Wii first came out?
The Wii?
Yeah, the Nintendo Wii. I'll give you a clue. It has Wii in the tagline.
Wii Play?
No, but that was a game made for the Wii.
No, I don't think I'll get it.
We would like to play.
Nah, I have never come up with that, honestly. No.
Alright, number 2. Who is the voice of Princess Carolyn, or Caroline even, in BoJack Horseman? A. Diane Keaton. 2. Alison Brie. 3. Amy Sedaris. 4. Sasha Alexander. I just realized I started with A and ended with 4.
Great! You said Princess Caroline?
Yeah. Pink Cat.
That's the pink cat,
Yeah.
alright. It's definitely not Alison Brie. I'll do elimination work.
Well, yeah.
It's definitely not number 4. So it's either A or C. What was A and C again?
A was Diane Keaton, and then
Diane
C
Keaton.
was Amy Sedaris.
C.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the fuck Diane Keaton also not possible. The fuck. Okay, cool.
This one I found out yesterday, listening
Okay.
to an old episode of The Weekly Planet.
Okay, then should we go?
So you might, because this episode was from August of 2018. Or actually, no, I
Okay.
think July maybe. What is the full name of the actor who played Lando Calrissian in the original Star Wars trilogy? The full name.
Oh fucking no. No, I try. I'm like Mason in that one. I don't care about Star Wars, so I skip it.
I don't give a shit about Star Wars either.
Yeah, but like my mind goes somewhere else whenever
Yeah,
they talk about
right.
Star Wars. I'm like, yeah, it's just no. No, I cannot. I cannot.
Yeah,
do
no,
that.
I was cleaning while listening to this one, but it's such a weird, stupid name that it kind of just took me out of cleaning, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is his like stage name that he goes by, and then work
I
your way
don't
back
even
from
know.
there.
I'm not a Star Wars person. I'm not. I'm sorry. It's just
Neither am I,
can't,
but I still know
can't
the
even think
name of the guy.
I don't.
His
Yeah.
stage name is Billy D. Williams. What do you reckon that may be short for?
William
Mm-hmm.
Dusty. William Dickinson. No, I give up.
It's William December Williams. Yeah, it's a stupid name, isn't it?
Fucking. Okay, fine.
I mean, even without the middle name December, William Williams. The fourth one.
Okay.
Now, this one's true or false, so that will make
Okay.
it far easier for you. And if you get this one, you
Oh
win it all.
wow. Okay, thanks.
The name of Also, first of all, you notice how Gene says his surname Kusanao, but everyone else says Kusano? That annoys me in the show. But okay,
Really?
Barry.
I
Yeah,
never noticed.
have you
that.
not noticed that?
I have not noticed that.
Once you will, you'll never not. I mean, I guess this is kind of spoilers, but if you haven't seen the show, you'll forget when you do. The name of Gene Kusano's son in Barry is called Theo. True or false?
Yeah, it's true.
It's false.
No wait.
Sorry. We said it at the same time. I'll let you guess.
It's false. It's false. It's Leo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leo?
Yeah.
Leo is Leo.
Yeah.
Shit, I screamed that. I said. I screamed no way too loud. Sorry, guys.
So what am I watching?
Oh, no,
Barry
okay,
season
well,
4.
Wait, are you gonna drop it? Come on.
I'll watch
come
the
on.
trailer for season 4, and if it doesn't look
No,
interesting,
come on.
the making of Barry.
No, I'll tell you.
Behind
No,
the scenes.
I do have a few things in the back of my mind that I wanted for you to watch, and actually not buzz stuff. Because normally we do try
Is it
to.
perks of being a wallflower?
That's one of them, but I don't want you to watch that one. I think I'd rather for you to watch Werewolves Within, because I really think you might like it.
That's the thing. I don't want to come back and I fucking hate it and then you feel bad though.
No, it's fine. Like I know that it's hard for you. Like we did have different bars of what it's either entertaining or like good.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that feels like you like it, and if you don't like it, then I'll be like, all right, well, I guess I'm wrong. I don't know. Well, don't expect too much, but
Oh no, I'm not.
no, you never are. I know,
Whenever
but still.
whenever like especially when someone recommends something to me, I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna like it. Like, cause
Yeah.
whenever you recommend something to someone and the person doesn't like it, you don't necessarily take it as a personal attack, but you always feel really bad. Because, like, you've wasted their time, and now they think you're an idiot for liking something shit. And it's just never nice, so just whenever someone recommends something to me, I just never watch it. Because I know it won't end well. And they'll be like, what? How didn't you like it? And I'll be like, I don't like anything. You know this.
No, but I know how you are, therefore I'm okay with it. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not a recommendation. It's a
It's
punishment.
a punishment, yeah.
It's a punishment. So it'll be good. It'll be good.
Okay.
I mean, it was either that or the Perks of Winning a Wallflower, which is also a crime that you haven't seen it.
Okay, well, someone in that film has recently committed a lot of crimes.
Yeah, which annoys me for multiple reasons. Well, guys, you just heard again us from the past, with the trivia trap more than anything because it's quite late, so we're not gonna bother to redo that one. Also, because I won, so I'm not gonna even take a
Yeah,
chance.
we were thinking of doing like a double or nothing thing, but
But it's quite late.
yeah.
Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for coming back. Thank you if it's your first time, and thank you for the artist, the
Oh, Rex Banner
music.
did the intro
Yeah.
and outro music. It's called Anthem of a Quirky Hipster. It's copyright free, and that's why we use it. We most probably will change
use
it
for our
eventually.
intro and outro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll change it. We'll change it. Yeah,
But
not gonna
it's
stay
a good
like
placeholder
this
for the
forever.
time being.
Yeah, and yeah, that's all. Well, we can do our plugs right now. You can find me in Letterboxd, and you know what? You can also find me in Reddit if you want. Same username, Pelipizza, PELIPICCA.
And then I don't have any social media. So that's,
Okay, cool.
that's
Well, bye,
weird.
guys.
Wait! I'm also on Letterboxd, and then I'm also on Backlogged, which is Letterboxd for video games. Just put out a review today about Silent Hill 2.
Oh no.
It's a good game.
A good one?
Sorry?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but yeah, and then I also have a YouTube channel.
Wait, what?
Yeah. All of them are -KC, which is one word. It's the word -DASH, and then the 2 letters KC.
Alright, and that's all, folks.
No, we also have a joint Instagram, which is
Alright, my
the
bad,
name
sorry.
of the show, Peliculazy.
Peli, and you know the rest. Fuck it.
Yeah, you should be able to figure it out.
I mean, yeah, it's the name of the show. It's quite easy, and yeah, it's on Instagram. Just follow us, and maybe we'll have the link as well in the description.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
So, yeah.
that should do it.
That's all.
Yep.
That should do it.
Bye.
We did it. Second time. Jesus Christ. Bye, guys.
Like while I'm cooking dinner.
While cooking, you're puzzling.
Yeah, like, I just put something in the oven and then whip out the DS and then start playing.
Tortilla. You should do tortilla. Yeah.
I do
You know what
like.
tortilla
No,
is?
yeah, I love those.
Is there a name for it in English? There's not, right? It's tortilla.
They're just called wraps. Yeah,
Wraps.
yeah.
That's such a disappointment name.
Well, we
Okay.
sometimes we call them tortilla wraps. Like I think that's what it says on like the packaging, but everyone just
Alright.
goes, "Oh, can we get some wraps?" And then they just start spitting bars.
Yeah, that's what it is. I was laughing because that's literally what I thought. I'm like, can I change my purpose? Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
More than anything is, can I have a?
What was that? What was that?
That's my sister.
Oh, okay. Umbrella
Yeah.
Academy is kind of special to us because that's actually how we met.
Are you joking? Are you being for real?
Yeah,
What do you mean that's how we met?
because you watched my Umbrella Academy video, and then you commented on my Letterboxd, and then that's how we started talking.
Wait, was it on the Umbrella Academy video?
Yeah.
What was the video about?
No, you didn't comment on the video itself. You then came on my Letterboxd after the fact and said, I was searching for Umbrella Academy analysis videos and yours was really good. And then we just started talking.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Guess who's
Yeah.
the better friend out of us two? Jeez. Phew. Can't even
Dude, my
remember.
memory's like, no, wait, come on.
It's
It's been over 30 minutes. Oh yeah, you know what? I'll give it 5 more minutes in the recording. Yeah, as soon as we stop playing, I'll stop recording. Yeah, because we kind of said goodbye at 4:05. It's only been 35 minutes of extra recording. It's been a long one, so I'm just gonna, for safekeeping, I'll keep it 5 more minutes recording. Get the fuck up! No! Oh damn! The disrespect. Wow. I'm gonna save this game. How do you save games?